Hi everyone, I'm back. I do apologize if I've been gone for quite some time, a month maybe, or a little bit over. And the main reason is because I have been traveling. And if you've been following me on social media, you would have seen that I was in Spain and Morocco celebrating birthday of a good friend. And Morocco was actually a celebratory trip for my partner and I because it's like a dual celebration to celebrate my 40th birthday and his 61st birthday. So let me just say that it got quite hectic very, very fast. And also, I was actually planning of uploading content while I was traveling, but it just proved to be very difficult, mainly because the internet connection was not that good, especially when I was in Morocco. So, I decided to scrap all my plans and just take it all in and just relax because, there's no need to stress over things that you don't have any control of. But what I'm going to be doing today for this video is I'm going to be talking about my haul that I got in Spain and the things that I did in Spain because I just wanted to share it. And the things that I'll be sharing to you might be makeup related, or I'm just going to be talking about things that I picked up randomly on the streets, and also my favorite things that I get whenever I'm in Spain. So I hope that you guys are going to enjoy this video. And also, one other thing before I continue, I'm also going to be posting another video, a separate video for the things that I picked up in Morocco, so that you can also see that. And I do have to say, I think that was a very interesting trip for me, especially when I was discovering what local women actually like to use on themselves in terms of lipstick, skincare, whatnot. So I'm going to put a link down in the description box for my travel vlog, travel haul in Morocco. So please check that out as well. Okay, so first things first, I went to Spain. I actually went to Barcelona first, and then I flew to Mallorca. And the main reason why is because a good friend of ours, her name is Maricar, she was celebrating her 60th birthday, and we were actually invited to go to her as early as last year. So my partner and I had the invite more than a year ago. So this trip of ours, it was a year in planning. And Maricar used to model here in the Philippines back in the late 80s, early 90s, and she's one of those people that I really idolize. And when she says that she was celebrating her 60th birthday and she was inviting me, she goes like, if you're coming, when borders open and it's available for you to come, please do my makeup. And I gladly said yes because, every time I see Maricar, may it be in Manhattan, Santorini, Manila, wherever, I always do her makeup, even if there's like an activity or not. So, in me saying that, I actually did bring some stuff to her to do her makeup. Now, the first thing, by the way, is that this is my very old Laura Mercier makeup case. I bought this years ago, and as you guys can see, it's already reached the last stages of its life. And I do have to say, I've had this for quite some time, so it was worth the money. So the reason why it's very bulky right now is because also the main reason why I bring this is because whenever I travel, I know I'm gonna buy some makeup stuff, so I put all the makeup stuff that I bought in this case because it's a little bit of like a hard shell case, but it's soft enough to actually bend, so I keep everything here. All right, now so I'm just gonna remove all of the stuff that I put inside from all the travels that I did this time, and I'm just going to show you guys what I placed inside this case originally. Alright, so if we open it, there's actually it's like a bookcase kind of a makeup case, and there's in the middle here, there's like a flap wherein you can put stuff, and there's also like a brush holder here, and these are the brushes that I brought to Maricar. So I actually brought the Sonia G Cheek Pro, the Sonia G Mini Cheek, the Chikuhodo R-LQ4, the Sonia G Mini Base, and the Sonia G Classic Cheek. Now, the reason why I decided to bring these brushes, they're a little bit squished right now, so I need to wash them so they go back into shape, is because they are relatively new and I wanted to see how well they would travel. And again, as I've said in previous videos, I like brushes with smaller brush heads because it just gives me the ability to become versatile with it. I can use this in small spaces and I can use some of the brushes here for target application. So I really brought these. Now the other brushes that I actually brought, which I wrapped in this microfiber towel, well, I also brought some of my Chikuhodo S100 series. So I had the S132, the S145, and the S139. So again, these are made of Kolinsky hair and weasel hair. So I can be very versatile with these because I can use them for wet or dry products and I can use them for more things than one. Now the other brush set that I also brought were my very old Laura Mercier double-ended brushes. So these were like released, my god, maybe 14 years ago, 13 maybe, I'm just not so sure, but these are all double-ended brushes and these were all sold as like, you know, a travel brush set. So I've saved this all these years and I actually do have like a brush emergency kit which I keep in my hair kit because there have been a time in my life where I left my brush kit here at home because I was washing them and then rushing to work the next day. It does happen. So I didn't use all of them. I used some because primarily it couldn't pick up pigment anymore. Now the other things that I also brought but I eventually transferred into my eyeglass case are a lot of the Laura Mercier Caviar sticks, but I actually brought a lot of the minis and I brought this big size. Is actually the color Amethyst and I love using this eyeshadow stick color. It's one of my go-to eyeshadow sticks and I use them a lot and it's like, you know, it has a very nice like, you know, violet and purpley undertone with nice golden shimmer in it. So it just really helps to bring out brown colors in the eyes. And for the other caviar sticks in the mini sizes, also my favorite colors like, you know, rose gold. And then I have copper here. And then what else did I use here? Burnished bronze. So these are very amazing colors. Now, Maricar actually celebrated her birthday 2 days straight. And for her first day of her celebrations, I actually used the color rose gold as a base for her entire eyeshadow. And then Maricar has a very vast collection of NARS products, maybe eyeshadow, lipsticks, eyeliners, like, you know, tinted moisturizers, what else, bronzers. She has a lot of stuff there. So that's the main reason why I didn't really bring a lot because she already had a lot of her own stuff. So knowing that she has some NARS products, I knew that using a very nice rose gold color can be a nice base and I could just add on colors into her eyes. So for her first day, I do remember using this. And then she had a NARS duo eyeshadow named Cordura, which is also my favorite. It's a very nice combination of a nice golden brown and a very nice sooty brown. So that's what I used to actually create a very nice smoky eye on her. And then, like, you know, because the main thing that I really had to do with Maricar is I just have to elongate her eyes because she has very round eyes. So I actually used that. And of course, I did use some eyeliner pencil just to smoke it out. And of course, I also brought, by the way, an eyeshadow base, the mini eyeshadow base. So it's very perfect, very light in the makeup kit. And for her eyelashes, I brought with me some individual lashes from Ardell. And I did use some duo eyelash adhesive just to stick everything. So I think I added like 20 on each eye, just like, you know, to make it very, very fluttery. And then on the second day of her celebrations, I actually did use this very nice color in burnished bronze. So let me just swatch this at the back of my hand. Would you look at that? It's a very nice shimmery color. It's a very red base, very, very warm. And the reason why I decided to use this color is because I wanted to pick up from the colors of the dress that she was wearing on that day. So on the first day, by the way, I digress. On the first day, she wore a very nice floral printed dress. And like the major color that we see there was like, you know, a very nice fuchsia. violet-y pink kind of a color. And it was also the same color tone that I saw on her dress that she wore for the second day. So I decided to play up on her eyes because her dress was plainer on her second day than what she wore on her first day. And of course, after I put this base, like, I just used some eyeliner, eyelashes, and I just played up with her eyes as always. For Maricar's lip color, I actually used the same color 2 days straight, and the main reason why is because it had a very nice pink tone to it. I used the lip liner, which what's the name of it? NARS Velvet Lip Liner in Grass, because it had a very very nice pop of pink color, which I just used to line, to outline her lips. And then I added like a lip glide, the NARS Velvet Lip Glide on her lips called Bait, and it had a very nice pastel color. And the reason why I decided to use these colors is because one, Maricar loves wearing red, but with the color tones on her dress, wearing a red lipstick would just be way too much. And I also used much more smokier eyes on her, so I'm having a smoky eye and a much more paler lip with a hint of pink, and will just really work together. And Maricar has olive tones on her skin, and using a very nice blue pink kind of a lip color would really just help her skin tone to pop out. And also one other thing, I also brought my favorite eyebrow pens. This is from Strokes Beauty. This is a Filipino brand, so I did bring a black and brown. Amazing, I love this. It's one of my most favorite products at the moment. And by the way, I also did go to Sephora in Barcelona, their flagship store, and I decided to buy some stuff before I flew to Palma de Mallorca. And the main reason why I decided to go to Sephora is because I needed to buy some stuff that I was going to use on Maricar. Now, lucky for me, Maricar and I almost share the same skin tone, so that's the beauty of actually doing makeup on someone over the years, and you discover that some things will work for her because it will work for you. So that made my job extremely easy. And so what I decided to buy in Sephora is actually the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. So finally, I decided to bite the bullet, and this is in the shade number 6. This is the one that has an olive tone in it, and I used it on her for the first time. So that was the first time I actually used this foundation on anyone else. And as you guys can see, it has a very nice olive tone to it. And the only problem that I'm having with this right now is that because I have a tan, because I got exposed to the sun while I was in Morocco, this foundation will prove too light for me at the moment. But as soon as the weather starts to change here and it becomes cooler, this will be a perfect match for me, because it was a really perfect match when I swatched this when I was in Sephora in Barcelona. I forgot the name of the flagship store. I'm sure I'm just going to flash it here in the base. So look at that, very nice and very luminous and very, very silky. Now, I have been very intrigued by this foundation for the longest time, and the only thing that was stopping me from buying it, well, two reasons actually. One is the price point, and the second one is that I could not get this foundation here in the Philippines. So now that I am actually enjoying this foundation and I am loving it, I think I'm going to have to fly to Singapore to get it. But as you guys can see here, it's actually blending well into my arm, which is actually great. But I also just want to show you guys a little bit of what this foundation can do. And I'm just going to pick up a little bit of the foundation here at the back of my hand, and maybe I'm just going to apply a little bit of it here in some of the blemishes that I have developed while traveling. So as you guys can see, it's really helping to minimize the redness, and it's just making it look very natural on my skin. How cool is that? Now, by the way, one other observation that I have made with the Luminous Silk Foundation from Armani is that it actually settles into pores. So if you are someone who has a lot of bigger pores, try to use like a pore minimizing primer or like skincare products that will help minimize the appearance of your pores because it will sink into it. And that's what I actually discovered on the first day that I did use this foundation on Maricar. So I decided to blot off the excess and use concealer instead. Now for our concealer for Maricar, I also use the same concealer. It's actually the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I think it's in medium number 1. I just forget if it's ginger or custard, but I'll double check later, and I'm just gonna flash it here down below. Now also the other thing that I bought in Sephora are the artist color pencils from Makeup Forever. Finally, now I only have a few colors here. I wanted to buy more colors because these are our plain colors. I have a brown, a black, and then I have a beige color, and then I have a nice pinky color that I can use for the lips. Now we all know these artist color pencils, you can use them on the eyes, on the lips, on the brows, like multi-use product. But unfortunately, when I was going through the drawer for this, there was a limited number of colors only, so I just decided to buy these 4 because I know I could use them. Now the main reason why I decided to buy some of this is because I actually did buy some gel eyeliners from ColourPop recently in their cup stash, the ones that they sell for a very affordable price. And I was not liking how some of the ColourPop some of those eyeliners from ColourPop stayed in their packaging. So some of them flew out of the packaging. Some of them I cannot dial up from the packaging. You're just eating on the time that I needed to put on makeup on someone. So that's a no-no, and because of that, I finally get to have this. So by the way, on Maricar's makeup for her eyeliner, I used the black artist color pencil, and I just applied it all over the eyelid. It's on the upper lash line, by the way, sorry, and I just used the smudger brush. Where is it? Here at the very end of this brush, and I just smudge it out to make it much more smokier. If you are someone who has oily eyelids, just make sure that if you're using any of these types of eyeliner pencils, may it be from Makeup Forever or other brands, always use an eye base just so that it lasts longer on the eyes, okay? And also lastly, what I brought from Sephora is the Benetint from Benefit. So I was actually already going through the cashiers when I decided to pick this up because I had been very intrigued by this. A lot of actresses that I worked with, if they just want to have a very light look on their face, not too much makeup, they always ask me, Mom, yeah, they call me Mom. Mom, do you have some Benetint with you? And I go like, oh, I don't have Benetint with me. So that's why I decided to get this, and I will be trying this out soon. So that's it. So those are the 3 products. Well, no, those are the 6 products that I bought from Sephora. Okay, so one other thing, by the way, I didn't buy this, but I actually got this from Maricar. She actually gave everyone who went to her birthday party a bag. So this is a Raffy New York bag. So Raffy New York is a very niche bag brand based in New York, and I am so happy to say that I also call Raffy a good friend of mine because Raffy is actually the brother of Maricar. So I'm not so sure if you might have heard of him, but a lot of A-list celebrities from the United States have actually worn his collection. So Maricar actually gave 40 of us a tote bag. Mine is made of this very nice weaved material here, and it has like a canvas holder or like strap, sorry. And there are 2 straps, by the way. One is longer and one is shorter, and mine is actually in orange because when she messaged me before, like a few months before her party, she goes like, what color would you want? Like blue, orange, or yellow? And then I asked my partner, did Maricar ask you what color did you want? And he goes like, yeah, I asked for blue. And I go like, okay, I'm gonna ask for orange because it's a complementary color of blue. So I love tote bags. Like I love this. It's a perfect size of a tote bag, and this is actually made by her brother, and this is specialized. So this is not for sale on Raffy's website. But this was actually made specially for those of us who actually went to her party. And she had a very wonderful note for everyone who went there. And it says here, I'm grateful that you are in my life. How sweet is that? Love you, Maricar. Thank you so much for this. Now, if you're actually interested in getting this bag, Rafi does sell something similar but different. Instead of having like these canvas straps here, I actually saw one on his website. I'm gonna flash it here on the side, and it's actually made of leather straps. So if you're interested in looking into that, go check it out. I do love this. This will be my go-to bag if I go to the grocery, maybe, or even. Um, no, I don't think I'm going to be using this for work because this is made of this is a weave material. So I don't know if it's made of straw or what kind of fiber, but I just don't want it to become broken and rotten from this constant use. But I love, 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 love this tote bag. Thank you so much, Car. Oh, and also one other thing in the bag, by the way, she gave us matching fans. This is made in Spain, and there's actually an engravement here of the date of her birthday, and this was very, very useful for us because it was very, very hot in Mallorca at that time because it's a summer season, and I've never been to Spain in the height of summer, so this is very, very helpful. Although I do have fans in my bag all the time, but this just makes it special because it matches the bag. How cute is that? And everyone who went to her party, because it was like maybe it was like 3 days straight of celebration. I used this bag to go to the beach, and then I always had the fan with me. So very, very useful for us at the time. Now, the other thing that I bought in Mallorca is this leather sandals. This is called the Navarca. So this is like a traditional sandals of the Balearic Islands, mainly in the island of Minorca. So Minorca is the island north of Mallorca, and this is where it's made. Now this is made of leather here, and this has a rubber sole. Now every time I go to Barcelona, and every time I go to that part of Spain, Mallorca and Menorca, I always buy myself an Abarca, and I find them to be very, very comfortable, and they are usually designed like this, and there's only one design, but I think over the years, ever since my partner actually gave me my first Avarca, the designs have stayed the same, and men or women can actually wear one design. Now, I do love wearing this. Now, this is my favorite brand. This is from the brand Castell, and it has a foam now, which is actually amazing because I have a high arch on my foot, and most of the traditional Avarcas have a much more flatter um, design here. Like it doesn't have this arch that you see here, which I'm so grateful that this brand does have, because my first Avarca, it's a little bit uncomfortable on the feet because it's very, very flat, and I do have to say now it's lighter, because before they used to use they would recycle rubber tires for the soles of the Avarca. Don't you just love that, guys? It's so cute. I wear them all the time. Like it's my go-to shoes, and I think the brand Castell actually did. I think they revised the design a teeny tiny bit, because there was a time that this strap here at the back would kind of it didn't cling right on my foot before, and it would dig into my at the back of my heel, and I would get a blister there. So I actually had to buy like a silicone pad on my former Avarca and put it here at the back. But with the new one here, it actually fits better now, and it doesn't dig at the back of my heel, which I actually love. And if you're someone who's not used to wearing sandals like this, instead of wearing the sandal the proper way, you can actually put your foot here at the back, and you can just let it rest on top of your feet, and that's actually another way of wearing it. If you find wearing it the traditional way to be uncomfortable, I promise you it's more comfortable to wear it this way. So this is a bit pricey. This is around 70 euros, and today's exchange rate, it's around $70 because I have read in the news recently that the dollar and the euro are now at the same price in terms of exchange rate. Okay, and I think those are the stuff that I got while I was in Spain. But before I move on, let me just put some sanitizer on my hands. Now, by the way, when I was traveling, this was my hand sanitizer of choice. This is from VMV Hypoallergenics, and it's such a long name. I'm gonna just put it here on the screen. And the reason why I love using this is because it's non-drying, and it has like derivatives from coconut oil, and that's very, very important for me right now because coconut oil has monolaurin, and monolaurin is known to be an antibacterial and antiviral property, which really helps, like, keep infection at bay, things like that. And, like, corona is still here, so it really pays to be hygienic and sanitized while traveling. So I didn't go anywhere without this. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed me talking about the process of how I was actually going to put makeup on Maricar. And this is actually very special to me, and especially to her. And I'm just so glad that I was actually able to travel to her and to celebrate this very special day with her. And I also hope that you enjoyed me showing you a little bit of my Sephora haul. It's not a lot. I didn't really need to buy a lot. And also some other things that I got while I was in Mallorca. These are... I enjoy doing these things because it just makes my trip very special, and it's also very rewarding for me as a makeup artist because there are some things that I cannot get here in the Philippines. So the thing with me is I don't really go full on when I am purchasing makeup because I just try to be smart about my makeup purchases. But anywho, please do hang around. I'm gonna be uploading my Morocco travel vlog backslash travel haul as well. So I'm gonna put a link down in the description box for that, so you can go and check it out. It was a very interesting trip for me, and I did get a few things that Moroccan women or even like Berber women use on themselves. So that's very, very interesting for me, and I'm so excited to share that with you guys. All right. So anywho, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you're having a good day wherever you are. Bye.